2 minutes into the video and I'm already stumbling over my words. Nice. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say a quick thank you before I get started. I cannot believe how many people watched the Clairsentient video. It is at like 59,000 views now or something crazy like that. I am speechless. I was never expecting to reach that many people so quickly. Thank you so much for your support, and I am just so excited that there are like 2,000 of you here. I can't even believe it. Today what we're going to be talking about is clairsentience. Clairsentience translates to clear feeling. So clear feeling means that you are able to sense the energies that are around you. Clairsentience is one of my favorite clairs because it is one of my strongest abilities, and I feel like it's a very easy ability to kind of train because we are all pretty empathic at some level, and people that are empaths tend to have clairsentience as one of their strongest abilities because empaths have the natural ability of being able to feel others' emotions very easily. That's basically what being an empath is all about. It's being able to feel the energy in your environment or feel the energy from, you know, somebody sitting next to you. I am on the train a lot, so whenever somebody sits next to me and they've been having a really bad day, I can instantly feel the anger or the frustration or sadness or whatever. So it is very important to kind of protect yourself if it's one of your strongest abilities. This was the one way that I actually began to sense spirits when I first realized I was a medium like a long time ago. I would always feel them before I heard them or saw them or anything like that. It was always very connected to the energies in whatever environment I was in. So today what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple of different ways that you can develop clairsentience. They are very easy and they're really fun because you really are trying to access that sort of sense from your five senses in a psychic space. And I know that I've said that before, but that's really all of these exercises are. They're just taking some sort of sensory thing, whether it's seeing or feeling or hearing, and applying it in a different space. So the first clairsentience exercise is going to be a really easy exercise. What you want to do is you want to get into a quiet sort of meditative space in your mind and make sure that you're not going to be disturbed for a little while. Clairsentience is all about feeling, so we're really trying to capture that essence in the psychic space. So what that means is during this exercise you want to imagine different feelings that you can have. So we're not talking about emotional feelings quite yet, but we are talking about physical objects. You want to pretend like you have some sort of physical object in your hand that you're touching. You want to really start to access that feeling ability in the psychic space. So take a second and pick an object. You can pick a coin, you can pick glass, pick something that has a very distinct touch to it when you're first starting out because it'll be easier. Just like with the clairvoyant exercise and the clairaudient exercise, the easier it is for you to imagine how it feels or sounds or how it looks, the easier it will be for you to access that in the psychic space. After you've picked your object, spend about 30 seconds feeling it. Go through and do about 5 different objects, and then that will help your abilities develop. So the next exercise is going to be an exercise kind of like one of the clairvoyant exercises I feel like I gave you guys. But basically, you're going to sit and get into a meditative space again, and then you're going to imagine yourself in an environment with really extreme weather. So the body takes this very seriously, as we've seen in like biofeedback. So what I want you to do is take a second, pick a place with extreme weather. It can be very windy, it can be very warm. If you choose cold, just be very careful and make sure you have blankets and things around. You don't want to make yourself too cold or anything like that. You don't want to make yourself uncomfortable doing this exercise. That's not the point. The point is to have fun and visualize and really feel how you're feeling in this space. If you want to imagine yourself touching objects that are very hot or very cold, you can do that, or you can imagine yourself in an environment. It's really up to you. You can imagine yourself picking up a dark rock from a road that was really hot or something like that. Just really start to utilize the temperature in this exercise. That's the main focus, whereas texture and things like that where the other exercises focus, this is going to be more focused on temperature. And so the last clairsentient exercise is an exercise that you can do that is kind of like the other two exercises, except you're focusing more on the emotional aspect of the energy that you're feeling. What this means is you're going to practice an emotion. When you're in that meditative space, you're going to say, I'm going to really feel happy, or I'm really going to feel excited. I would pick positive emotions for this, just because it could have some effect on you if you're like, I'm gonna practice feeling really sad, and then you like can't ground the energy out afterwards. The way that I do this is I'll pick, I'll feel really happy and I'll feel really joyful, and I'll just kind of meditate on feeling that way, and then I'll move on to feeling really excited. And even though there is kind of a thin line between being excited and being happy, because they're pretty closely related, you can also go a little bit more specific. So feeling like somebody just said something really funny to you and just being like, oh my gosh, I want to laugh my face off because of what they just said. So getting a little bit more specific with the feelings might also be helpful, but when you're first starting out, it may just be helpful to sit and like feel happy or feel excited or feel a certain way for, I would say, 2 minutes at the most when you're just starting out, and then work your way up to like 5 minutes, kind of like the rest of the exercises. After a couple weeks of doing this, you will guaranteed see some amazing results. And then I also was thinking of doing maybe like a photo reading exercise or something on this channel. If you'd want to see that, let me know down below. I also have some news for you guys. I have been working on developing a psychic development mini course that I'm planning on releasing hopefully in February. I am really excited about it. It's going to be full of extra tips that you can use for your psychic development. Not stuff that you've seen on the channel, but other things that are completely new and different. And then it also kind of goes through the foundation of, what are psychic abilities, what types of psychic abilities could I have, and then development exercises that go really in depth. I'm hoping that I'll post a kind of skeleton outline of that in the next couple of weeks, but definitely stay tuned. I'm really excited. I've been working very hard on it, and I hope that it is well received by you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will be doing claircognizance next week. That is another really interesting clair ability. I know a lot of people were commenting on one of my last videos about claircognizance, so I will definitely try to get that up as soon as I can. I will see you guys in the next video. Cool. We out.